small spaces. Design is not about how much you can add. It is about how gracefully you can refine. A small kitchen isn't a limitation. It is a test of clarity. Every line, every surface, every color must earn its place. And nothing passes that better than wood. Wood brings emotion where metal brings precision. It adds soul to geometry, a warmth that softens the discipline of modern design. And that is why modern kitchens increasingly turn to wood, not as decoration but as foundation. When used right, wood transforms small kitchens from merely functional to deeply personal. It is not about rustic nostalgia. It is about natural restraint, quiet tones, clean edges, and textures that whisper instead of shout. Picture it, a compact kitchen where cabinetry flows like sculpture, pale oak, walnut with a satin finish, the grain running horizontally, elongating the space. Light glides across the surface, picking up faint warmth, creating depth where square footage can't. The key is precision. Wood in a modern kitchen isn't about weight. It is about rhythm. Smooth cabinet fronts without handles, loading shelves that seem to hover, a wood-clad island with thin black metal legs, both grounded and light. When space is limited, clutter is the enemy. But texture, real organic texture, is what keeps minimalism from turning cold. That is where wood does its magic. It humanizes steel, balances tone, warms up white. The modern small kitchen works because of it, understands contrast, not loud contrast, but measured tension. A matte wooden base paired with glossy white counters, a black faucet cutting through honey-colored panels. Each element serving the other, none trying to dominate. And light. Light is everything. In a small kitchen, wood absorbs and reflects light differently depending on the tone. Ash, maple, birch, they open up the room, reflecting morning brightness. Walnut or teak, when paired with indirect lighting, create intimacy, that cozy late evening calm. The wood doesn't have to cover everything. Sometimes a single plane, a backsplash, a countertop edge, a vertical grain panel can shift the entire tone of the room, because wood isn't there to decorate, it is there to anchor. Modernity is in the absence of warmth, it is the refinement of it. A wooden kitchen done right feels effortless, not because it is simple, but because every decision is quiet. Hidden storage, seamless lines, integrated lighting that highlights texture instead of spotlighting clutter. It is a symphony of restraint. Even the flooring matters. A continuous wooden or wood look surface visually expands the space, making the kitchen feel larger, more cohesive. It is not an illusion, it is rhythm playing out in material form. And yet, for all this design logic, there is something emotional about a kitchen done in wood. It feels lived even when it is brand new. It carries the memory of touch, the warmth of hands, the rhythm of daily rituals. Because wood reminds us of what kitchens really are, not showpieces but gathering places. Places of scent, light, motion. A kitchen should feel alive, not staged. That is why even the most modern interpretations keep subtle imperfection, a visible grain, a matte finish, a hand-brushed texture. These things keep the design human. A small kitchen with wood doesn't need to try to impress. It is beauty in its proportion, in knowing where to stop. The right tone of wood, the right amount of light, and the right silence between elements. That is what creates modern harmony. If steel and glass define the logic of modern design, wood defines its warmth. And when the two meet, when a wooden cabinet floats above a stainless steel counter, when a black frame outlines a warm panel, something balanced happens, a sense of composure. You can feel it in how the air moves, how sound softens, how the eye rests. It is elegance without excess. Because in small kitchens, restraint is luxury, and wood, natural, timeless, grounded, is what makes that restraint feel alive. It is not just a material choice, it is a philosophy. To build with warmth, to live with simplicity, to let natural beauty do what ornament never could. Make space feel human. So until next time, happy decorating.